Hello YouTube, Scamp the Wolf here, back with another video for your viewing pleasure. And in this video, we're going to be reviewing the new Thornhill record entitled Bodies, which just came out, and I'm going to give you my quick opinions on it. Obviously, yeah, I do think the album is pretty good for the most part. I think, like, is it as good as Heroin, their previous album before this? Not really, but, yeah, this is definitely a solid album for sure. Like, definitely, like, um, yeah, Thornhill definitely has that, like, people say that there's a lot of like Deftones influence in Thornhill and stuff like that, and a lot of like Muse influence as well. Like there's a lot of different styles going around on this album, I think, and like a lot of them really do like show themselves pretty well. I mean, um, this feels more like a straightforward album for Thornhill. It's only 37 minutes in length. Like, so this is their shortest album, and this is kind of a quick album, and some of the moments on here feel like they go by a little bit too fast. As for tracks like Diesel, which is the opening track, that goes on for just like 2 minutes and 10 seconds, so it's not very long at all. And then there's like an instrumental on here called Fall Into the Wind, which is like about halfway into the album, probably like about halfway. It's like track 5, and I feel like that track, like, I will say this, it does connect well with the two songs Only Ever You and Tongues. I think those two songs are pretty good on this album. Only Ever You is like very much, if you heard Heroin, which is like their best album in my opinion, it was like their last album too, um it's it would kind of fit very well with that kind of style as well. Like, and I feel like that song and then the closing song For Now would probably fit really well on that album. And same with like the lead single Obsession, which Obsession is a very good song. Um, I think vocally there's really a lot going for it. And I just enjoy the song. It's a really feel good kind of song, you know. Like it just does a lot of things right. And you know, like the biggest issue I have with this album compared to the last one is the mixing and the production on this album. This album was produced by, it just says Thornhill produced it, but I'm trying to find Sam Basil, however you say his name. It was produced by him, and this his mixing style doesn't really like as work as much because there's a lot of moments where like some lyrics aren't really heard as much. There's like a lot of like louder moments. Like it's not very bass heavy. I feel like this is a very like tin-ish sounding like record. I think like compared to their last album, which of course it doesn't really make the songs bad, but like it is kind of distracting at times to listen to when you get to tracks like Under the Knife and then Revolver, and even on the better songs you can tell this is a big like step down in production. I think like Thornhill going forward needs to go with a producer next time that is a lot better and a lot better at like mixing and stuff, because like this producer isn't really doing them any real favors when it comes to this sound. Maybe it will grow on me over time, but it's likely it won't. Even though, yeah, the songs will probably be very pretty good. I mean, I just said Only Review, Tongues, Obsession, For Now, um, and then other songs too. Silver Swarm is pretty good. Even Diesel, I think, is pretty solid as well, even though it's very short. But yeah, I feel like this band still has a lot of potential going for them. I think like they're only 3 albums into their career, like, and it wasn't really possible for them to like really top what they did last time with Heroin. I think that album is still their best and probably the best of 2022, in my opinion. I just ordered it on vinyl not long ago, and that should be coming in pretty soon. So I'm pretty excited about that. Um, yeah, I just think this album is pretty solid. Like I said, if you like Deftones, if you like Muse, if you like a lot of different sounds, there's a lot of like new metal worship on this album too. If you like that kind of sound, you'll enjoy it. I definitely enjoyed it for the positive moments on here. Um, And yeah, that's pretty much it. All that I have for this album. It's not that long of a review. It's not an in depth review of anything. It's just basically what my thoughts about it are. So kind of feeling like a light 8, strong 7 about this album. Like in terms of this album, like kind of leaning more towards the highest 7 that you could give and like the lowest 8. So if we were doing this on 100, it would probably be like 79 to 80 out of 100, around there, which is still a pretty good score. I mean, definitely a very good score for Thornhill and this album. Like, and I feel like they really need to work out some things next time. Get a better producer, better mixer, and they'll definitely be on the road to success again with like just like they already have been. So, what do you think about this album from Thornhill? Um, what do you think about it? Leave your thoughts, of course, in the comment section down below. Of course, this is Scamp the Wolf signing out. Take care.